Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie. Today is Wednesday, November the 27th. It has been a little over a week since I've done my budgeting. I had some network issues in my house, so I wasn't able to actually film and use YNAB online. So by the time the internet got fixed, it wasn't until like Monday. So I was like, it's almost payday, so I might as well wait. So I'm doing it today. I got paid yesterday, so I need to budget that paycheck, and then I have a few categories here that I need to approve. So let's go ahead and get started on the budgeting. So we have some transactions here that were already added and merged, so we're going to go ahead and approve those. And I skipped one, so I need to go ahead and approve that one. Then we have my Amex card payment. This one was a transfer from my bills account to the Amex to pay the card off. So I'm going to change this payee as a payment from the bills account, and we're just going to go ahead and approve that. And so because I did that, it automatically generated this line to create a merge transaction with the transaction that was already in the bills account. So let's go ahead and approve that one. This next one here was me moving money from my checking account to the bills account to cover for my future bills. So we can approve that one. And then here is my paycheck that I received yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and approve that. All right, so all accounts are good. Now it's time to reconcile. So first up is my banking app for Navy Federal. So we're going to check out my checking account, my bills account, my savings account, and my Amex card. So with my checking, I'm showing on YNAB that I have a working balance of $29.02.70. That is way off. Oh, maybe because this is not showing. This is clear now. But I do have, and so I have a pending payment of $100 for my monthly reimbursement for selling my iPhone. So we're going to go ahead and add a transaction. What did I name it previously? Reimbursement from others, and that was iPhone payment. And then I'll put iPhone payment. And that's an inflow of $100, and that's just going to go straight to my ready to assign. And that one is pending, so I'm just going to leave it as uncleared here. That is the only transaction that's actually showing on the app that is pending, so we're good there. But okay, so YNAB is showing $3,002.70, which is $200 off from my active duty, what my checking account is actually showing. So I have the transfer in here for $205.97, $205.97. Oh, it's in here twice. Why is it in here twice? Let's just delete one. Delete. Okay. Now the numbers match. 3208.67, 3208.67. So we are good to go now. I can reconcile. Yes, that is correct. Of course, it's going to be $100 off because that $100 is still pending. However, it's still reflecting that in the account. So next is the bills account, which has a balance of $315.01, and that matches here in YNAB, so we can reconcile that. Next is the savings. No changes there. Should be $1537.59. That's good. And then for my Amex card, we just have a zero balance, and we had the payment from the bills account that was posted, so we can reconcile this. And that is all set. Next up, let's just go to my Apple high yield savings account here. I have a balance of $138.90, and that matches, so it doesn't need to be reconciled because there are no new transactions. My Apple card has a balance of $70 and no new changes there, so we are good. And then my Apple Cash has a balance of $113.74 because we transferred that $66. So we can. I transferred $66. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last video, but this was to cover the rest of December and using the credit card, so we can go ahead and reconcile that. And no, oh, this is cleared. There we go. Now we can reconcile. So yeah, I do need to move an extra $11 and what is it? Wrong card, Apple card. $11.76 because I forgot this payment for November. I do have it in my the budget category, but I forgot to move this amount. I always forget to move that amount. I think I messed it up when I was doing my numbers, so I do still need to move that $11.76 over for November to the Apple card, to the Apple Cash, to cover that, because once this $70 is paid for on the Apple card with this $134, I'm only going to have enough for my full December bills. So I'm missing that $11.76 for that end of month Apple Music. All right, so next let's go ahead and look at the Capital One. So for Capital One, I have a balance of $116.53. Why? Oh. Okay, yeah. Because all of these, I was like, wait, why is this so high? But I forgot that because I was just only thinking about these two transactions, but I forgot that these other ones occurred after the statement date is November or the 8th of the month. And so sometimes with this Hulu, because the 13th of November is when my actual credit card statement reports to the credit bureaus. So sometimes this one will show up on the statement and sometimes it won't. But this time it did, so I couldn't pay that, so that rolled over. So yeah, so that's why it's $116.53, and that does match. So we can just go ahead and reconcile. And last but not least is my Wealthfront. Alrighty, and so with Wealthfronts, it is 251086, 251086. So we can reconcile. All right, so everything looks good now for the budget accounts. Now let's hop into my actual budget. So here at the top we have the $100 from the iPhone payment, plus my end of month November paycheck that we need to go ahead and budget out. So for the rest of November, everything is good. But first I want to go ahead and I'm gonna put this $100 here as a hold. And so I only have my paycheck up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to December, and I'm gonna assign this paycheck right into the next month rollover for December. And then we're gonna go back to November. So when I was looking at my budget Friday, because I was gonna film, but the Wi-Fi and everything was going bad, I did notice that I did have some extra money in some of my categories that I don't normally keep extra money in. So some categories I keep the money in because I'm building it up, but for like my subscriptions, for example, or for my my phone bill, I don't like to keep that extra. Well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but when it's like unnecessary, because I know sometimes with my phone bill, sometimes it's just straight $55, and sometimes it is like an extra if I have to make an international call on my phone. So, but with my subscriptions, I double tapped some of the categories, so I duplicated it in for this month. So for like this Apple Music, I had money. I don't know what happened, but there's money here from October. I don't know if I just put extra in it, or maybe it's just showing extra for December. Maybe I think that one's showing extra for December. Because it's only showing, well, no, because it's showing that I assigned 23. Yeah, so it's showing that I assigned $23 this month in here, when normally I only fund the target. So I doubled that, and then for my other, so it's only for my Apple subscriptions. So I think when I did I think it was like 2 weeks ago in that video, when I was trying to fix something with my Apple Card and the Apple Cash. There was something going on with the Apple Card, and I wanted to try and start getting the next month ahead on my having that money already available in my Apple Cash. And I think I might have put the double in my November bill instead of December. And then when I did the following video, I then realized that I didn't actually budget the categories in December, and so I went ahead and did that without realizing that I had also did it in November, if that makes sense. It might sound crazy, but either way, these are extra funds in these accounts when I don't need them here, because I already have them funded for December. So I need to take out the extra money that's in these categories. So I have an extra $9.99 that I'm going to move to ready to assign for the iCloud. And then I have an extra $1.99 for my She Reads Truth. And then I have an extra $23.52 oh no, it's an extra $11.76 actually, because the end of the month hasn't came out. So, and let's move that to ready to assign. And so now it matches. So my targets match what my assigned matches what my actual target is for the month for my Apple subscriptions. So these 3 subscriptions should only be that. And then when I go to December, they are already filled in already because I did that in the last video. Okay, so I have an extra $23.74 here to spend wherever I want to in November. So I'm going to go ahead and top off my car because the goal is $10,000 for the end of December. So I can go ahead and assign the rest that I need to. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna do that in December. So let's move forward to December right quick, and we're going to top this off. We need an 866, so we're gonna do plus 866 here. So I have reached my car goal, met your goal of $10,000 by December 2024. Now I need to decide if I'm just going to keep this in my high yield savings account, or if I'm going to maybe put it in a CD and get like a higher APY for a couple of months, because I'm not going to need this money until May, well really June actually. I won't need the money until June, May or June. I don't know. If I send May, it'll probably be towards like the end of May, early June when I actually purchase a car. So I'll have roughly 5 or 6 months to maybe put this money into a CD. What are your thoughts on that? I've never done a CD before, so I'm not sure how they actually work, so I'll have to do a little research on that. I don't know if Wealthfront has CDs. They might. I've never done that. I know Navy Federal does, so that might be an option for me. All right, let's go back to November. So we have this 1508. Let's just go ahead and put this 1508 into my shopping, because I am traveling. I'm about to travel. Well, no. Well, yeah, I can. There's some more gaming stuff that I want to buy for The Sims. They have like, I think 2 more kits. But I don't know if I'm going to get them this month. Probably, it's the end of the month. So I'll probably get them next month. So let's just assign this to shopping. And so November is done. We don't have anything extra. All right. And we still have the extra $100 here, but I'm gonna leave this right here for now. And then for December, let's go ahead and delete this, and we're going to see if we can I was thinking, let me look at January. Maybe I can fund January. I can fund January. I only need $1,509.24 for all of my underfunded. And it's less because I don't have to save up for the car anymore, since I've already reached the goal on that. And also I've already reached the goal on a lot of the savings categories. So I don't have to do those because I've filled them up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and fund January. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and fund January. And then the leftover money, I'm going to go to December and top off any extra. Or no, let's do it this way. Because I know for underfunded, I need $1509.24. So let's just put this in the next month rollover for January. $1509.24. Is that what it said? Yeah, it said $1509.24. So we're just gonna leave that there. All right, so we have $704.81. So let's go back to December, because normally with my end of month paychecks, I go ahead and fund the rest of my savings. So let's go to savings now, and let's top off some more things. But do I want to do it that way? Maybe I shouldn't budget January. Maybe I'll just use that money to just top off. Yeah. Let's just not do the monthly rollover just yet for January. Let's just stick to what I was doing, and we'll just finish budgeting these savings accounts that are that I can top off. So let's see. All right, so for car payments, I need $266.92 or $226.92. So let's copy this, because all of these accounts are in my Wealthfront account. I need to make sure I copy this amount so I know how much to transfer to my Wealthfront account. So we're going to go ahead and add a transaction in here to the Wealthfront account, and we're going to add it as an outflow and save that. And then we're going to go back to the budget, and we're just going to go ahead and add that amount here. All right, so the car payment is fully funded. For rent, I need $1437.22, so we're gonna hold off on that because I want to top off some more things. So I need $500 for that, $513 for both of these. For annual fees, I just need $1950. Let's just go ahead and add that. So $1950. And let's go back to the checking account, and we're going to add $1950. All right, back to the budget. Let's see. I don't want to top off any subscriptions just yet. We're going to hold off on those two because both of those are 15 or 500, so that's going to be a little over 1,000. I don't want to top off that. Car maintenance, $338.53, so we can do that. Copy, place, or paste. So that's fully funded. Let's add this to the transfer. Paste. All right, so all of these are funded. I'm not worried about the wish farm yet. So we have 1629 to go. So let's do the grocery and household, because each of those was $513.88. So we're going to copy this, paste it, paste that. So both of those are fully funded, so we're going to add that twice on here. Save that. Okay, so now we have 60134. And let me double check. Before I add this to the rent and mortgage, because I still need $1,400 and that anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and top off my family and friends giving category. And so this one is $463.67. Copy that and paste it here. So that's fully funded. So let's go to checking, and we're going to add a separate transaction for this. This is going to my Navy Federal savings account as an outflow from my checking, and this is for the family and friends. So we're going to save that. And now I have $137.67 left, and this is going to go to the rent mortgage category. So let's copy this, and this is going to go to rent. All right, and so let's go here to the Wealthfront transaction. We're going to add and paste that. Okay, so with this paycheck, $17.50 38 is going to go to my high yield savings account, and $463.67 is going to go to my Navy Federal savings account. So one's for family and friends. That way it's easier for me to transfer it, because I can use Zelle, I can use Apple Pay, much easier and quicker than having to do it from Ally, which is what I used to use. And because Wealthfront doesn't have, I don't think Wealthfront has Zelle, so I can't do it that way. So it's easier with the having it already in my Navy Federal account. So that is it. I have $18.48 in travel. So if I need to, I know I'm going to be spending on this trip, so I have this much money that I can spend. Even though it's in my Wealthfront high yield savings account, I can transfer that, because of course I'll be using my credit card for the shopping and spending anyways. So whatever I spend or whatever I need to, I'll just transfer that out of there. But even though I know I have that much money to spend, I will make sure that I am conscious about what I am buying, and not try to go extreme, which I am known to do that because I love shopping for sure. Let's see, but these, my moving in 2025, let's go to that view. Everything is done except for the rent. So now I have $1,300 to go for rent, and that's pretty much the next, the end of month paycheck for December will cover that. So I'll be fully funded for my move by the end of December. I'll be done with it all. And so the paychecks after that would just be going towards just savings, and building up my safety net. My goal for my safety net as of right now is $30,000. I think most people, or most of the places where you view online, it says you should have about 3 to 6 months of expenditures saved up in case of job loss. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And so I'm not sure if that, well, I got 30,000 as a goal. I don't know if that's, I mean, it should be enough for 4 to 6 months, but whatever, I'll just keep putting the money towards that category with my next few paychecks, and we will go from there. Let's go to my all accounts and see what we have pending. So we have the 3 transactions that are pending. One for the iPhone payments, that's a reimbursement via Zelle. And then I have the 2 transactions that I'll be doing on my phone offline for the transfer from my checking account to my 2 savings accounts. And yeah, this was a easy video. I had some fixes from before, but I was able to get that figured out. I do need to add a transaction though, because I need to add a transaction to move $11.76 from my checking account to my Apple Cash, because once I pay this $70 bill for my Apple Card, I will still have my Apple Music bill that'll need to come out, because that is on the 30th. And then once I do that, once that comes out, it'll be, yeah, so I'll have, that'll, with that is $81.76, so I needed to make sure I had enough to cover that. So yeah, and I need to make sure I'm gonna cancel this. Yeah, this was gonna get canceled. I just have it on here as a reminder to cancel that before December 11th. Wait, but put this with this. Oh, this one is not showing as repeating. Need to make sure this is still repeating. It still is. Oh, it's not showing repeating because it hasn't came through yet. So that's why it's not showing up there yet. Yeah. Because right now, with it being $70, then plus these 3, brings it up, the balance to $113.74. And then if you add another $11.76 to that for December, it'll be the $125.50. And so that's why I had to add that transfer from my checking account to the Apple Cash to make sure I had enough for that. So yeah, we are good. Everything is great. The budget is looking good. I am way ahead of schedule for sure. I might just start going ahead and filling up these subscriptions too, maybe. I don't know. That'll make the videos boring though, because I actually like budgeting, so having everything funded, it'll get, I feel like for me anyway, it'll get boring, because it'll be just like, it's just really just one thing. So I might just keep doing the monthly budgeting for each of the subscriptions instead of just topping them off. For the the subscriptions that are annual. But I mean, on the other hand, if I go ahead and top them off completely, I'll already have that money in my high yield savings account, so I'll actually be earning more interest on it. So I don't know. What would you do? Would you go ahead and fund all of your, if you were already ahead, already have all of your other goals done, would you go ahead and fill up all of your annual subscriptions for the year and keep that in your high yield savings account? Or would you just keep doing it monthly? Let me know. And with that, this is the end of the video, and I hope you all have a great week, and happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.